Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Cole here with part two of my song. Um, Now I kind of basically finished my drums, or at least started them, to get a general idea of what I want the track to sound like. So what what I did was I just created a simple beat, which I'll show you. So I combined two snare drums together. I got a tambourine and a kick drum. So it's a really basic beat. So hopefully it doesn't lag. I already recorded this once, and the snare drums were like out of time. I don't know. I'm just recording it on my computer, so it's a bit of a lag, but whatever. So just a really simple beat, right? Then I also added in on top two drum loops, well actually three drum loops, and I filtered them. As you can see, all of them are filtered. I cut out all the low ends. So here it is. Okay, so, oops. So what I did was I took this drum loop on top and added it. So just a drum loop gives it a little bit more shuffle. Here's another one. And basically, I just wanted to I want my kick drum to be 4 on the floor, but I want like my hi-hats to have like a bit of a shuffle to them, and that's why I chose those drum loops. And I don't want these drum loops. I don't want their kick to interfere, because these ones are break beats, so their kick drum is not just a boom 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 with like the 4 on the floor. It's shuffled, right? That's why it's a broken beat. And I love break beats. That's why I try and mix them in. I don't know. I just really like them. But so I want that I want to make a song that's kind of like a hybrid, kind of like a break beat meets house beat. So like garage or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I just put a filter on both of them, right? So here's it if without me filtering. You can hear the bass drum a lot more, right? So I filtered it out at about 200 or so, just to get the top end. And then this one, kind of interesting, I just came across it by fluke, but what I did was I took a loop and I squashed, so I double timed it by making it half as long. I'm just going to quickly show you guys how to do that. So what I did was, if you just take an audio, this is just a random loop, I'm not going to use it, but if I line it up here, you'll notice that this is like, this were to be the 4-bar loop right here, right? But obviously this is not going to fit. It's going to be out of time. So what you do is you wait till you get this symbol here. You just go to the corner, and then you hold Option and click down, and then you just drag it over like this, and it like time warps it, right? So now I have this loop is going to be perfectly in time, right? Usually. So then all I did was I took the loop even further and squashed it like this, and that makes it really fast. So listen to this. So obviously, it doesn't work for that. I can already tell that one's not going to work well. It's just too weird. But that's just how you guys can warp audio. It took me a while to figure that one out for some reason. So anyways, this loop right here, it sounds like this. And then I put this auto filter on, and I kind of tweaked a little bit. It was just a preset called Laser Filter. And anyways, it sounds like this now. And it sounds really cool with my song, I think. That's too loud. Yeah, I can't really hear it right now. It needs to be mixed better, but You get the picture. I'm just kind of showing you guys here quickly. I'll mix it in better later. Then what I did was I had this original idea for my sort of riff, and then I wanted to make another idea for like a breakdown so that so that my song wasn't just playing the same, 2-bar loop over and over and over throughout the whole song. And sometimes that can work, but I just like to break it up a little bit more and give a little bit more variation because house music's pretty repetitive as it is, right? You gotta, if it's too repetitive, it's gonna drive some people nuts, right? So I try to break it up a little bit by giving like a breakdown. So I created another part, which is right here, and it sounds like this. And to be honest, I kind of like it more than this, which is my original idea. So what I think I'm going to do is use this as my main part and use this as like in a breakdown. And I might even make one more for like a sort of a bridge, just another variation, just so that it just gives it some more variation, right? It makes your song so it's not as boring or whatever, right? So what else do I need to show you guys? I guess I'll just show you this quickly. It's kind of hard to do because I already have done it, but basically what I did with my Ultra Beat is I put, because I know these are my kicks, 1 and 2, I could label them, but I already know. And then this is 3 and 4 is the snare, and then 5 is the tambourine. So what I did was, you always want your kicks to go out mono. Anything that's usually, not always, but usually your bass you want in mono. You don't want to do too much like panning information with your bass because then it just sounds too muddy and whatnot. It can work, don't get me wrong, but just in general. And then your kick drums, you kind of want them to be in the center, right? You want them to be mono. So 17, I made them go out. You go click on it and go 17, and then I clicked on this one, went 18, right? So they're different channels. And then these are my snares, so I went out 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and then my tambourine, I went out 7 and 8, right? So when I come to here, you just click on this plus button, and I just kept clicking it, and then that's when these channels come up, right? So if you look, here's kick out of 17, out of 18, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One thing you might need to do is when you're hitting this plus button, you'll get all the stereo tracks, right? So then you'll need to go to this button right here and see how it crosses it out. When I originally did it, it was all these were stereo, and I had to cross them out like this, and then go pick. I want this to be out channel 17 like that. So just so you guys know that. And then when you come up here, I had something like you drag your pattern, which I deleted this channel, sorry. But anyways, you would drag your pattern in like this. And then what you see how all of the information, if I click here, all your kick, your snare, and your hi-hat or tambourine information is all in here, right? It's all in one region, and I wanted to separate them so it's like this, right? So see, I got my kicks here, snares here, tambourine here. So what you do is when you have this highlighted, you go up to region, then you go to split demix by note pitch, click that, and what it's going to do is give you individual tracks. So I like that more because I have more control, right? It's like when I'm making my song, if I just say want to have a part where only my kick drum is in it, well, all I got to do is go like this, boom, move these out of the way, and then, oops, I got all these soloed. Then you just have your kick drum playing. Now, obviously, I have a bunch of loops playing in the background, so that's why it sounds like I have my hi-hat still playing, right? But I would edit that as well, right? But just to let you guys know that, so you have more control. I found that to be the easiest way. The only thing is that when you solo it, if you're saying like, "Hi, I want to solo this kick," well, if you do that, it's not going to work, right? So you actually have to go hit X. Your mixer comes up, and then you can actually just solo the kick here. All right, or anything, whatever. You have to do it in the mixer window. So that's it for today. I'll come back with another tutorial on if I add anything else, but basically probably EQing and track arrangement, because I have my basic idea of what I want my track to sound like, and then I'll probably show you how to create maybe some tension or have some fills or little flourishes, sort of to give your song a little bit more life. So yeah, I'll come back at you guys with that, and I hope that helps you out for now. Cheers.